Yes, guys, can you hear us? If you can hear me, type in the chat, please. Oh, guys, just 5 minutes into the game. Celtic now, St Mirren now. Sorry for the live stream starting later than usual. Here comes St Mirren down the right hand side of the pitch. Ball's whipped into the box. Cleared away by Kenny. Ayeti chasing the ball down. St Mirren keep it alive. Kenny wins it back. St Mirren have the ball in their own half. Anwick on the ball. Jamie McGrath putting the ball out for a throw in for Celtic. Obviously, the last time Celtic played St Mirren, St Mirren beat Celtic 2-1 at Parkhead. St Mirren with the ball. David Tumble putting the pressure on. Greg Taylor gives the ball away. Here comes St Mirren down the right hand side as well. Christopher Ayer intercepts the ball. Goes past. 2. St Mirren are in the box now. Cuts it back. John Joe Kenny puts the ball away. Here comes St Mirren again down the right hand side. Greg Taylor winning the ball, putting it out for a corner. St Mirren intercept the ball at the back. Comes in Kenny. Free kick to Celtic in their own half. Ball's in the air. Kenny comes in, gets booted in the face. Kenny about to take the free kick for Celtic. Ayeti, Brown in the box. Edward following in the box. Ball's whipped in to Scott Brown. Headed away by St Mirren defender. Ayeti puts the pressure on. Throw into Celtic. Albin Ayeti wins the throw in for Celtic. Greg Taylor. Tumble. Tumble's on the ball. Tumble plays the ball to McGregor. McGregor gives it to Tumble. Tumble still on the ball, trying to get past the St Mirren defenders. Good defending from St Mirren. Aya. Aya back to Bain. Bain back to Aya. Aya. Aya swoops away from Obionga. Not Obionga, Obika, sorry. McGregor. Edward. Edward spins away. Still on the ball, loses the ball. Comes off Tumble, taken down from St Mirren. Should be a free kick. Stephen Welsh, free kick. McGrath is down for St Mirren with a shoulder problem. Looks to have hurt his shoulder when he's taken down Stephen Welsh. Looks like Jim Goodwin might have to make a substitution. Looks like St Mirren have to make a substitution already, with Jamie McGrath going off with a shoulder injury. Brown on the ball. Brown gives it to Roderick. Roderick still on the ball. Roderick plays the ball back to Stephen Welsh. Stephen Welsh to Aya. Aya's on the ball. Aya gives the ball to McGregor. McGregor's on the ball. Edward. Aya. McGregor. Taylor. Ayeti. Yet he's trying to drive forward and take Celtic forward. Tumble. Stephen Welsh. Welsh is still on the ball. Tumble. Whips it in. Cleared away by St Mirren. Scott Brown on the ball. Gives it to Greg Taylor. Back to Aya. Celtic putting the pressure on St Mirren, looking to go 1-0 up. McGregor. Plays it to Rogic. Rogic on the ball. Rogic on the ball in the corner. Throw into Celtic. Jamie McGrath comes off for St Mirren and Kyle McAllister comes on. Kenny's taking the throw in. Gives it to Rogic. Rogic gives it back. Played into Rodden. So the shot! It's a goal! Celtic 1, St Mirren 0, 15 minutes played. Tom Rogic with the dribble inside the box and he's finished it nicely into the bottom corner. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. John Joe Kenny with the assist. Fantastic finish from Tom Rogic. Gets away from two players and slots it into the bottom corner. Fantastic finish from Tom Rogic there. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Greg Taylor boots the ball up the park but it goes out for a throw in for St Mirren. Scott Brown with the ball, gives it away. Rogic wins it back, McGregor with the challenge. Free kick St Mirren. Tom Rogic on the ball. Rogic gives it back to Aya. Aya's on the ball now. Bain. Bain boots it up the park. Edward looks to touch it down. St Mirren defender winning it. Rogic on the ball. Kenny. Kenny plays it down the wing. Tumble can't collect it. St Mirren with the throw in. Aya. Bain. Bain's in the ball. Bain puts the ball on the left hand side. Edward collects. It's out for a throw in for St Mirren. St Mirren have the ball. Stephen Welsh heads it away. Ayeti on the ball. Edward picks it up. Edward still running with the ball. Cuts on the inside of the defender. Loses the ball. Free kick Celtic. Edward. Ayeti. Edward. Ayeti. Good tackle from St Mirren there. Scott Brown. Tumble. Brown. McGregor. Aya. Aya. Taylor. Taylor's on the ball. Taylor loses the ball. Roderick tries to win it back. Kenny. Aya. Taylor's on the ball. McGregor. McGregor down the left hand side for Celtic. Gives it to Edward. Here comes Ayer up the park. Ayer gets through. Ayeti on the ball. Tries to chip it through to Edward. Taylor's on the ball. Taylor whips it in. Looks for Edward. Headed away by St Mirren. Obika's on the ball. Tumble. Brown. Gives it to McGregor. Tumble. Back to Ayer. Stephen Welsh on the ball. Kenny. Ayer. Brown. Celtic have 83 possession in the last 10 minutes. Looking to get a second. Stephen Welsh on the ball. Gives it to Brown. Brown gives it to Ayer. Gives it to Ayeti. Tries to flick it through to Edward. Hit away by St Mirren. Throw in. Ayeti in the box. Gives it to Taylor. Taylor whips it in. Almost. Kenny hits a shot, so way over the bar. Wide and over the bar. Stephen Welsh gives it up. Edward gives it away. Tries to win it back. Ayeti putting the pressure on as St Mirren come down the right hand side. Brown wins it back. Scott Brown gives away a foul. Ayeti hits the ball away. McGregor on the ball. Tries to run down the left hand side. Ayer. Aya hits the ball up the park. Edward looks to touch it down. Edward's through. He has Kenny running with him. St Mirren intercept and give it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper hits it up the park. Brown heads it away. St Mirren have the ball again. "25 minutes played, Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. St Mirren have the ball, playing it down this right hand side again. They have it back, Rogic, Brown. Gives it to Stephen Welsh, Rogic, McGregor. They'll be kissing the ball for St Mirren. St Mirren still playing this. Playing this down the right hand side. Cuts it into the midfield. Here comes St Mirren again, down this right hand side. Whip it in, nobody's here to meet it. Scott Bain has the ball in his hands. Stephen Welsh is on the ball. Aya striding up the park. Alban Ayeti. Shoved over. Free kick Celtic. Stephen Welsh is on the ball. Gives it into David Tumble. David Tumble gives it back to Kenny. Throw into Celtic. Kenny on the ball. Brown. McGregor. Here's David Tumble on the ball. Tumble gives it back to Welsh. Welsh to Aya. Tumble. Fantastic turn there from Tumble. Turns back to give it to Aya. Nobody looking in front of him to help him. Stephen Welsh. Bain. Aya driving up the park. Taking Celtic forward. Alban Ayeti wins the ball. Gives it to McGregor. McGregor gives it back to Taylor. Taylor's on the ball. McGregor. Back to Aya. Aya gives it to Taylor. McGregor. Free kicks it Mirren. Free kick St Mirren inside 28 minutes played. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. St Mirren on the ball. Playing it down the left hand side this time. Playing it back to the goalkeeper. Alwick has the ball. Goalkeeper hits it up to the right hand side. Touches it down. Here comes St Mirren. Greg Taylor wins it and puts it out for a corner. Corner to St Mirren. St Mirren with an opportunity to make it one each. headed away by Stephen Welsh. Albanese looks to chase down the ball. Free kick to St Mirren. St Mirren take the free kick. Stephen Welsh is on the ball, driving Celtic forward. Stephen Welsh tries to whip the ball in. Headed away. Taylor. Bain gives it back to Taylor. Edward tries a dummy, gives it away. Aya. Chips it into Ayeti. Ayeti's offside. Stephen Welsh hits the ball up. Albanese looks to take it down, headed away by St Mirren. McGregor wins it back. Free kick Celtic. Scott Brown on the ball. Scott Brown gives it to McGregor. McGregor to Taylor. Taylor plays it in. Edwards on the ball. 30 minutes played. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Tom Roderick, the goal scorer, on the ball. Gives it to Kenny. Roderick tries to play it back to Kenny. Roderick. Tumble. Stephen Welsh. Brown. Roderick. Stephen Welsh. Gives the ball back to Aya. Stephen Welsh. Brown. Back to Welsh. Here comes Aya. Still going. Christopher Aya dribbles into the box, but Alec has it in his hands. Stephen Welsh trying to win the ball back. A beacon. 10 minutes left of the first half. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Rogic on the ball. Rogic hits it up. Edward trying to win it back. David Turnbull checking down. St Mirren still with the ball. St Mirren on the ball. St Mirren play it up. Stephen Welsh. Touchdown by St Mirren. St Mirren still have the ball in Celtic's half. Here comes Celtic again. Kenny on the ball. McGregor. Kenny. Kenny gives it away. McGregor. Boots it away. Scott Brown wins a header. Another throw into St Mirren. St Mirren with the throw in. Kenny wins a header. Turnbull hits it up. Brown. McGregor. McGregor gives it away. 5 minutes left of the first half. Stephen Welsh in the ball. Turnbull. Turnbull driving forward. Gives it away. St Mirren with the ball. St Mirren been very quiet in this game, not been able to string a pass together. John Joe Kenny on the ball, gives it back to Stephen Welsh. Stephen Welsh. McGregor. Welsh. Bain. Brown. Good interception by Scott Brown. Greg Taylor. Free kick Celtic. McGregor. Kenny. Kenny on the ball, playing it back to McGregor. McGregor on the ball in the midfield. Here comes Turnbull. Hodgson Edward on the ball, gives it back to Christopher Ayer. Here comes Celtic once again. Ayeti, brilliant roll there. Plays it through to Roderick. Roderick on the ball again, hits a shot, and it's deflected wide for a corner. Celtic with the chance to make it 2-0 there. Tom Roderick again with the shot. Plays it through, fantastic pass from Albion Ayeti. Brilliant block. Jack Anik punches it away. Tom Roderick again with the ball. Plays it in. Scott Brown heads it back in. Smashed away by St Mirren defender. Stephen Welsh touches it down. Gives it to David Turnbull. McGregor. McGregor on the ball in the midfield. Here comes Celtic again. Putting the pressure on St Mirren. Roderick. Plays it through to David Turnbull. Turnbull hits the shot. Wide by the post. Here comes St Mirren. Playing it down this right hand side again. Stephen Welsh wins the ball. Gives it down to Turnbull. Brown. Roderick tries to win it back. St Mirren gather the ball again in the midfield. Here they come. Taylor. Ball's out for a throw in for Celtic. St Mirren with the chance there. Blocked by Celtic's defence. John Joe Kenny with the block. Fantastic block there from him. St Mirren striker must have thought he was scoring there. And John Joe Kenny put the pressure on and they put the shot wide. Ball's played up. Hodgson Edward tried to head it down. Taylor. Back to McGregor. 2 minutes left of the first half. McGregor. Roderick. McGregor. Roderick. Hodgson Edward. Edward on the ball again. McGregor. McGregor chips it in, tries to play it into Taylor. Intercepted by St Mirren's defence. Hooked away by St Mirren. Here comes Greg Taylor down the left hand side. Albany Yeti takes a step too far. .2 minutes added on in the first half. Albany Yeti putting the pressure on St Mirren. Here comes St Mirren down the left hand side. St Mirren are through. Good recovery from Aya. One and a half minutes left of this half. Celtic 1, St Mirren 2. St Mirren have a throw in. St Mirren looking for the long throw in the box. Looking for one last chance before the half time whistle. It's thrown in. Free kick to Celtic. Minute left in this half. Fantastic play from Celtic this half, all over St Mirren. St Mirren not really doing much, not being able to complete the passes. Very poor performance in the first 45 in St Mirren. Jim Gooden will not be a happy man in this half. I think he'll have a lot to say to his team at half time. On the other hand, Celtic playing good football, just need to make more chances, create them, get the passing going faster and playing football faster. The ball's been booted up in the air by Aya. Edward looks to take it down. Free kick to St Mirren. 10 seconds left of this half. Just waiting on the referee blowing the half time whistle. Here comes St Mirren, they've still got the ball. Half time whistle goes. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Fantastic performance from Celtic in that half, all over St Mirren. St Mirren not doing very much, not being able to complete much passes as well. I think Jim Gooden will have a lot to say at this half. Celtic just need to try and finish more chances, be a bit more solid at defending, and don't be giving the ball away as much as they did in that half. They gave the ball away a couple of times, which is too much now. As we've seen from Celtic this season, they're giving the ball away far too much. Celtic can't be doing that anymore. Back with the second half in 15 minutes. Yes, guys, welcome back for the second half. St Mirren just about to kick off here. Half time, second half starting. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. First 45 minutes, St Mirren didn't do too much. Celtic hit them with the pressure in the first half. Celtic just need to be a bit more good with their passes and passing the finishing and trying to finish the ball away. St Mirren can't really complete a pass now, so I don't know what Jim Goodwin said to them at half time, but let's hope it's worked for them. McGregor hits the ball up. St Mirren hit the ball back up, headed down by Ayer. Ball played in. No one's there to meet it for St Mirren. Ball's been played up. Tom Roderick and Brown collide. Roderick still wins the ball. Ayer. Roderick. Edward. Edward coming in deep to win the ball. Greg Taylor. Taylor plays it back to Tumble. Tumble plays the ball to Ayer. McGregor. Celtic down the left hand side now, playing it back to Ayer. Stephen Welsh is on the ball. Stephen Welsh, who started breaking into the squad after Shane Duffy's poor performances, has led to Shane Duffy being put on the bench. David Tumble. Tumble's on the ball. Brown. McGregor. Tumble. Ayer. Ayer driving forward at St Mirren, giving the ball to Tom Roderick, the goal scorer. Gives it to David Tumble outside the box. Here comes Odsonne Edouard inside the box. Tries to turn and shoot. Ayer waiting there on the ball. Odsonne Edouard takes a shot himself and misses. Ball played back to Stephen Welsh. McGregor beside him. Brown. Ayer. Ayer picks the ball back up and gives it back to Greg Taylor. Kenny plays the ball up. McGregor. McGregor tries to win it and gives it away to Obika. Here comes St Mirren. Free kick St Mirren outside the box. Fantastic chance for St Mirren to make it one each now. Probably say the free kick's about 19 yards out. Scott Bain sorting out his wall. St Mirren with a free kick within 19 yards outside the box. Couple of yards outside the box, the free kick. St Mirren have a very good chance to take the lead here. Sorry, draw. Take it to one each. Four in the wall. St Mirren ready to take the free kick. Referee blows his whistle. Steps up. Hits the wall. Takes another second attempt. Hits the wall again. Celtic coming out to try and shut this down. Offside from St Mirren there. Here comes Callum McGregor down the left hand side. McGregor. Still with the ball. Hits the ball up long. Trying to find Edward. St Mirren defender wins it well. Alban Ayeti wins it back. Keeps it to himself. Fantastic run there from Ayeti. Taylor. Back to McGregor. Tumble. Edward. Logic. Kenny making the run down the right hand side. Here's Kenny on the ball. Brilliant play from Celtic, Stephen Welsh. Kenny. Logic. Goal scorer on the ball. McGregor. Aya. Aya driving forward again. Tumble. Taylor. Play Danny Aya. Oh, Aya misses the ball there. Tries to get it in. Hit away by the St Mirren defender. Up when Yeti's on the ball. Taylor. Good interception. Throw in Celtic. Here comes Kenny on the ball. Brown. Brown to McGregor. McGregor to Taylor. Taylor's on the ball. Alben Ayeti. David Tumble. Stephen Welsh. Brown. McGregor. That's a shot and it goes wide. 52 minutes played. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Still Celtic trying to get their second goal. St Mirren not really doing much to stop that happening. Celtic just need to try and hit the target with a couple of shots. A lot of them been off target, and a lot of the attacks get shut down by the defence from St Mirren. St Mirren goalkeeper whacks the ball up the park. Stephen Welsh wins it back. Ayer puts it back up. Here comes Ayer. Ayer hits the ball out through into St Mirren. Here comes St Mirren. Ball's whipped in. Hooked away by Stephen Welsh. Here comes St Mirren down the right hand side. Taylor. Throw into Celtic. St Mirren just dribble the ball out the park. Greg Taylor to take the throw in. Hodgson Edward on the ball. Tom Roderick, the goal scorer. Plays it to Kenny. Here comes Celtic down the right hand side. John Joe Kenny with the ball. Plays it into Hodgson Edward. Hodgson Edward. Hodgson Edward trying his fancies too much there and couldn't get through St Mirren. Brown. McGregor. Tom Roderick. Tumble. Alben Ayeti. Taylor. Ayeti. Gives it into Tumble. Here's Tumble with the ball. Tumble turns. Tumble turns. Shot taken. Scott Brown. So many St Mirren shots in that wee area there trying to block off Celtic, and they did it. The balls went rolling back to Scott Bain. Stephen Welsh. Back to Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor gives it to Scott Bain. Celtic playing more football here now. Scott Bain up. Scott Bain gives the ball away. Corner to Celtic there. Hodgson Edward with a chance to put the ball in the back of the net, but has failed to put it in the back of the net. Hodgson Edward has missed from the 6-yard box. Fantastic ball in by Roger Edward. Has to finish that. It's an absolute shocker of a miss from Hodgson Edward there, from the top goal scorer in Scotland there. Here comes Tom Roderick. Tumble. Edward! Oh, he's missed the ball and it's scuffed off the side of his boot. And now St Mirren take it. Scott Brown. Stephen Welsh gives it to Albin Ayeti. Ayeti in the corner. Greg Taylor on the ball. Greg Taylor. Tumble. McGregor. Tumble. Tumble has a shot! It's a good save from Jack Alnwick. What a save. Tumble, good strike. That was going in the bottom hand corner. Here comes Albin Ayeti, but not over for Celtic. David Tumble again the ball. David Tumble hits it! And just goes wide by the post. David Tumble with 2 shots there. I think it's took a deflection and it's going to be a corner to Celtic. Good 2 chances from David Tumble. First good save from Jack Alnwick. Then the second shot deflected and went by for a corner. Corner to Celtic. David Tumble to whip it in. Here's a chance for Celtic. Ball's whipped in. Albin Ayeti. Ball's been whacked away by St Mirren. Here comes Greg Taylor. Greg Taylor plays it to McGregor. McGregor on the ball. Celtic trying to press more. McGregor. Scott Brown. Kenny coming on the right hand side. Fantastic ball from Brown. Played in. Hodgson Edward on the ball. Hodgson Edward in the box. Hodgson Edward spins away from the ball. Hodgson Edward hits it over the bar. Scott Brown in the ball. St Mirren putting a bit of pressure on here. Scott Bain. Bain hits it up the park. Celtic survive. Stephen Welsh. Hodgson Edward tracking the ball down. Scott Brown on the ball. McGregor. McGregor. Roderick. Brilliant pass. Here comes Tom Roderick. Tom Roderick! And it's wide by the post. Another brilliant chance for Celtic to take another lead. Another step closer to the 3 points there for Celtic. Yeah, I know, Joe. I've seen it popping up on my phone. It looks like it's going to be a good game to watch tonight. Watch the highlights later on. Everton went 3-1 up. Aya heads it down. Brown. Fantastic interception there from Brown. Gives it to David Turnbull. Celtic are trying to press forward again. Here comes David Turnbull. Greg Taylor running down the left hand side. He gives it to Greg Taylor. Back to Turnbull. Turnbull. McGregor. Aya. Welsh. Celtic trying to play more attacking football. You were before Fodson Edward. McGregor. Tries to give it into David Turnbull. Plays it back to the Jack Almond. Takes a step back. Hits the ball up. Aya. Stephen Welsh. Brown. Kenny. Roderick on the ball again. The goal scorer. Plays it into Edward. Brilliant pass here. Roderick on the ball again. Roderick's had a good game so far. Greg Taylor. Shocking pass from Greg Taylor there. Roderick on the ball again. Thought that should have been a foul. But referee says no. Kenny. Stephen Welsh. Brilliant. Kenny's on the ball again. Plays it up. So Mirren playing a bit of better football here, but not really troubling Celtic that much. St Mirren on the left hand side here. Free kick Celtic. Turnbull's on the ball. Taylor. Taylor plays it into McGregor. McGregor. Scott Brown on the ball. Stephen Welsh. Stephen Welsh. That's set to be a yellow card. First yellow card of the game. Albika booked for a challenge on Stephen Welsh. Studs into the ankle. Yellow card. .63 minutes played. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Celtic still putting the pressure on, looking for that second goal, which would take them a step closer to 3 points. Because, it's a bad challenge there. He's went in, took the studs right into his ankle, and it's bent over. Stephen Welsh is getting some treatment now. Looks like a Sorogan. Shane Duffy is warming up. Let's hope Stephen Welsh gets back up. Ryan Christie is getting changed and ready to come on. I wonder who Lennon will be taking off. Stephen Welsh is going off injured. The stretcher has came out. Stephen Welsh has done something to his ankle and can't be able to walk off the pitch. We hope Stephen Welsh gets a speedy recovery. Shane Duffy is changing his. Shane Duffy is putting his kit on. Stephen Welsh off. Shane Duffy on. Ryan Christie sets to be coming off. I'm not sure who he's taking off for him. Stephen Welsh has been stretchered off now as he has an ankle injury, and Shane Duffy will be coming on. Stephen Welsh now being stretchered off. Ayeti coming off and Ryan Christie coming on. Looks like we might be going with a one up top and the two wingers now. Ball's been played up by Shane Duffy, taken down. Tom Roderick, handball by Tom Roderick. Scott Brown. Brown hits it up. Nobody's here to get it. Here comes Ryan Christie trying to track it down. Ball's been played back up by St Mirren. Christopher Aya wins it. Ryan Christie, Tom Roderick, here comes Celtic. Celtic on the ball. Plays it into Hodgson Edward. Tom Roderick! Not far away. Celtic almost to take another step to 3 points there. Brilliant ball in. If Hodgson Edward hold it off 1 second, Tom Roderick would have been in there and it would have been a goal. Celtic really putting the pressure on St Mirren now. St Mirren really not handling the pressure. Looks like it could only be a matter of time before Celtic put the ball away. St Mirren have the ball in the middle of the park. Here comes St Mirren still. Still St Mirren. St Mirren in the edge of the box. Greg Taylor gets it back. Puts it up the park. Ryan Christie chasing it down. St Mirren can't always find this final pass for them. Duffy hits it away. Good play from Shane Duffy there. Darling Connolly off and Cameron McPherson on for St Mirren. Their second substitution of the day. Free kick Celtic. Christopher Ayer getting the ball back. Ayer putting it out for a throw in. St Mirren throw the ball back in play. David Tumble trying to shut it down. David Tumble being obviously the fantastic player this season for Celtic. Dom Roderick trying to shut it down. Christopher Ayer committing a foul there. St Mirren looking to whip the ball in and make it one each. Ball whipped in. And it's got Bain's hands. Shane Duffy on the ball. Shane Duffy driving forward. Kenny. Roderick. Patrick Kamala getting changed. Nineteenth substitution this season for Celtic. Tom Roderick on the ball. David Tumble. Taylor. Here comes Celtic. Tumble. Looking for the move. Roderick. Greg Taylor. McGregor. Edward. Taylor. McGregor. Taylor. Edward. Kenny. Edward. Tumble. Fantastic. Free kick to Celtic. In a very good position. But 23. Sorry, I'm just waiting to check there. Maybe about 23 yards out. Ryan Christie puts the ball down. David Tumble over it. David Tumble and Ryan Christie capable of putting a free kick away, but David Tumble has better form. I would hope that David Tumble is hitting it. One left footed and one right footed, which is always good to have in the park for different angles of free kicks. It does look like Ryan Christie will take it, but David Tumble does look to be set over the ball as well. Ryan Christie steps up, takes it, hits the wall. Takes it again, hits the wall. Greg Taylor keeps it alive for Celtic. David Tumble gives it Greg Taylor. Penalty, Celtic! Greg Taylor has been down in the box and the referee has pointed to the spot. Celtic have a penalty. Greg Taylor tried to get inside the box, taken down by the player, and it's a penalty. He's been shoved in the back and it looks like he's went down, and it's a penalty to Celtic. Player shoved him in front of the ball and he's went down and he's won a penalty for Celtic. As it stands right now, 77 minutes played, penalty to Celtic. Will Celtic score or will they not? Odsonne Edouard to step up. Odsonne Edouard looks to become. Here comes Odsonne Edouard. Finish, Edouard. 2-0 Celtic. Odsonne Edouard for his 13th goal this season, continuing and keeping it up. 5 games in a row. Odsonne Edouard, what an absolute player he is for Celtic. Fantastic finish again. Now Celtic take a step closer to 3 points. McGregor wins the ball. Here comes Callum McGregor. Still with the ball. Patrick Kamala gets the ball. Odsonne Edouard's been subbed off and Patrick Kamala come on. Greg Taylor. Taylor still on the ball. Gives it to Roderick. Tom Roderick on the ball. Brown. Greg Taylor. Tom Roderick. Taylor. 10 minutes left. Celtic 2, St Mirren 0. Ryan Flynn off and Lee Irvin on for St Mirren. Penalty was given for Greg Taylor getting in, and it looks like it was a shove from the defender. Rogic in the box. Ryan Christie! And it's in the net! Celtic 3, St Mirren 0. And it looks like all 3 points are coming back to Parkhead. Fantastic play from Celtic there. Ryan Christie getting in a good position. And it's a brilliant finish from Ryan Christie. Brilliant dink over from David Turnbull to Rogic. Rogic with a nice lovely pass to Ryan Christie, and it's a one-touch finish. Fantastic. And it's another goal! Celtic have scored and it's 4-0. It's an absolute fantastic performance today. And it looks like Celtic have played brilliant this game. Fantastic performance today from Celtic. Brilliant from attacking to defending as well. Perfection from Celtic again. Brilliant. Griffiths on, El on, David Turnbull and Rogic off. Headed away by Celtic. Griffiths plays it down the wing. El tries to get it. Kenny, good interception. Baying up the park. Headed away. St Mirren win it in the midfield. Kenny. Free kick to St Mirren. 5 minutes left of the first half. Celtic 4, St Mirren 0. Ball's played in. Greg Taylor looks to get it away. Throw into St Mirren. Scott Brown with the ball. Here comes Kenny. Celtic coming again. Patrick Kamala. Looked like it would be a foul for Celtic there, but ref says no. Mabika takes a shot, Bain saves. Poor defending from Duffy again. Corner to St Mirren. 2 minutes left. Headed away by Ryan Christie. Backhand Christie takes it down. Christie hits it forward. Gets Lee Griffiths up there. Throw into Celtic. Griffiths throws it into Ryan Christie. Poor cross from Taylor there and it's intercepted. Brown. Brown wins it back. Christie. Here comes St Mirren. Abika plays it out to the right hand side. Gets whipped in. Blocked by Taylor. Brown. Back to Taylor. McGregor. Elyounoussi turns away. Still got the ball. 5 minutes added on. St Mirren have the ball in the midfield. Shane Duffy wins it back. Plays it up. Free kick St Mirren. St Mirren on the edge of the box. Shut down by Ion Taylor. Ayer gives it away. Duffy hits it away. Lee Griffiths tries to get it down. McGregor. Taylor. Obika. White. Duffy on the ball. Celtic just seen out the last 2 minutes of the game. Been a brilliant performance in Celtic today. St Mirren not really struggling, not really trying to do anything against Celtic. Here comes Elmanusi. Free kick. Good performance in Celtic. Really good attacking football. Really good passing. Can't really fault any defending today as well. Nothing's really had to be defended as well. Just good performance all over. St Mirren not really doing anything to trouble Celtic, but here comes St Mirren now on the right hand side. Whips it in. Ayer heads it away. Taylor puts it away. Headed back in. Duffy heads it away. Ryan Christie away. Elmanusi touches it down. Looks to try and get it passed away. 15 seconds left of this half. Can Celtic keep the clean sheet? Ball's whipped in, headed away by Duffy. Game done. Full time whistle has been blown. Celtic 4, St Mirren 0. Fantastic performance from all the players today. As David Turnbull, Tom Rodgick, Odsonne Edouard get on the team sheet, or the goal sheet, and Ryan Christie as well from the bench. Good performance as well. Tom Rodgick, fantastic performance to be honest. People were debating why or whether why he should be started. Brilliant performance from Tom Rodgick, fantastic. Brilliant all round performance, fantastic. Another 3 points for Celtic. I know that season doesn't look like it's going to happen for Celtic, but we never know what's going to happen. I don't think it will happen, but Celtic, another great performance, another 4-0 victory. That is 3 wins on the bounce. Fantastic from Celtic. We have let's see the stats. Total possession for Celtic is 62. Two seconds. 18 shots for Celtic, 6 in target. Possession 62 to 38 possession for St Mirren. Yellow cards, 2 for St Mirren, 1 for Celtic. 1 offside each, 3 corners each. That puts Celtic with a tally of 58 points. Puts us in a comfortable position in second place, about 10 points clear of Hibernian. So, thank you for watching, and that's us done. Final score was Celtic 4, St Mirren